We've seen this before during the last local council poll in Lagos State, and now we're witnessing it again. On the 22nd of this month, local government election will be taking place in Lagos State. Now, that is not a problem. The problem, however, is that the ACN is facing a barrage of protests from within its fold. Members are complaining that candidates are being imposed on them. Now, a good example is Bariga, where some members of the party took to the streets carrying placards and saying they do not want the incumbent chairman to come back for a third term in office. The party leadership had cleared the chairman to run for an unprecedented third term, but the protesters say he has not performed at all and would not want him to come back. They say they would do everything to ensure he does not come back.
The problem here is that in Bariga, we don't want third time. We don't want Honorable Sulaiman Akim Omoyele to go for the third time. He has not performed anything. He has not done anything in Bariga. This is the one of the major roads in Bariga. This is Pedro Road. This road is spoiled. There's nothing he has done in this community. Everywhere in the...
Are you sure he's going for a third term?
We saw it in the papers, the nations, that he's going for the third time, and he has started his campaign already, and we are not going to allow him. No third time for Oris.
Why don't you want him to come back?
Because he does not perform. He has not done anything. No good road, no water, no light, nothing.
Now, in Shomolu local government area, the story was no different. Some residents of the local government defied heavy downpour to protest against the choice of Mr. Aloran Gbolahan as a choice of the ACN in the local government area. Mr. Gbolahan is the incumbent chairman and is seeking a second term in office. But the protesters, most of them youths, say they do not want him, accusing him of non-performance, among other things.
There are few people that are not pleased with the way I run my...
We are deprived of so many things. Infrastructure, roads, every other things. I can't mention. But today we are here. You can see everybody as we are, the youth here. The youth in Shomolu local government. We are in pains. We are suffering. We Shomolu youth are suffering. Please, we want change of governance. We don't want Bakosto. We don't want him. I know him very well. We grew up together. We don't want him.
My grievance against the chairman is he refused to do the road for us to pass. No water. He promised to give us job, but we have ghost workers in local government. They are not working, but they are collecting salaries. But we are a graduate from University of Jos. We don't have any job. Most of the graduates we have in Shomolu, they don't have job. We are jobless. We don't have anything to do. We need a job. We need job. We need job from where? We don't want him. Even small scale entrepreneur, he refused to give us. No poverty allegation. Everything he refused to do. I said, you will go and buy house, rent house, go and build hotels, give everybody everything, give everybody his girlfriends everything. We want jobs. We are suffering in Shomolu local government.
Well, very tough one there. Well, we tracked down the chairman for his own reaction. He told us the youths were sponsored by his political opponents and that it is not true that he has not done well in office. Take a listen to him.
There are few people that are not pleased with the way I run my administration. And if you ask the populace, they knew that I performed very, very well. In terms of education, I'll start with types of education. We have 18 primary schools and 2 junior secondary schools. It was the way Jakonde left the schools, I met it. And then I was able to renovate and rebuild 9 out of 18 schools within 2.5 years. We constructed roads, about 20-something roads I've mentioned, with drainage, street lights. I will start from Ward A. We have Alafia Lane, Olowo Shago. In Ward B, we have Koga Street with drainage. In Ward B, we have borehole as well, in Ward B.
Well, the side of the chairman's story there. We turn our attention now to Edo State, where even though governorship election there is still about a year away, the political atmosphere in the state is beginning to get really charged. A former member of Action Congress in the state, who is now defected to the PDP OSA director, says his party, that's his new party now, will defeat Governor Adams Oshomole in the coming election. He described Mr. Oshomole's government as deceptive and only executes, he said, cosmetic development. Listen to him.
Well, as a Democrat, I don't want to use the word battle. It's a struggle. It's going to be a titanic one. Comrade Oshomole or Governor Oshomole, because I don't want to call him a comrade. He's a comrade. He's a chronic propagandist, and to deal with or to checkmate a chronic propagandist, you need to go the extra mile, because he's so attached to the gullible sections of society, and to get those people extricated from his political sophistry and share propaganda is not going to be an easy one. So it's going to be tough. I wouldn't want to be personal, but like I said in my interview, he's been overrated because we lived in a state that have had little or no governance for over 10 years. So when he came with his cosmetic reforms, some of us took him seriously and bought into the idea, thinking that he has changed, because I know him right from his days as a labor activist. He's never been a consistent fellow who pursues pro-people agenda to its logical conclusion, but you must give it to him. He has the gift of the gab, and like I said, he's a chronic propagandist. So if you don't read between the lines, you can easily be swayed.
Well, of course, you wouldn't expect such a broadside to go without a reply. Here's how the State Commissioner for Information, Louis Odion, reacted to that.
OSA director is a citizen of Edo State, and of course is entitled to his opinion. But I tell you, it's just one person out of over 4 million citizens of Edo State who, of course, are living witness to the transformation going on in Edo State. Everybody is agreed. Every right-thinking person will agree today that Edo of today is not the Edo of 3 years ago. Of course, a lot has happened. Listening to your question vis-a-vis the fact that OSA director said the governor is a fraud, I think he's seeking attention. I wouldn't want to dignify him by joining issues with him. There are far more pressing challenges which we are facing, not a wild allegation made by a failed politician. It will interest you to know that sometime last year he came around and he said he wanted to run on the platform of AC. Until then, he had practiced as a journalist. He came to Edo State. He thought he could ride on that crest to political power. And the governor said, no. The fact that we are friends doesn't mean that I should, give you or hand over the party ticket to you. Go to your constituency and vie for the ticket. Of course, he went there. He lost out. And suddenly he started attacking the governor. It will interest you to know that 2 years back, he came to the same governor and he came with a proposal that he wanted to do a book on him. And the governor was gracious enough to give him money to support him. He has not accounted for that money today. And the same character is now turning around to call the governor a fraud. It's left to you to make up your mind. I remember he wrote one small book which he titled Suicide Journalism. So with what he's doing now, I guess maybe he's embarking on the suicide. We won't assist him.
Well, you could say the fireworks is just beginning in Edo State. That's it on the program. We thank you very much for watching. We're back again next week. I am Deji Badimasi. Good night.